Hey guys, JHub here bringing you another episode of MOAB on every map, and today's map is Erosion. Now the setup I'm using is an MP7 with silencer and rapid fire. My secondary is an MP9 silence. 3 starting perks are Scavenger Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Sit Rep Pro. Then I move into the specialist with Sleight of Hand, Assassin, and Stalker, all pro. Now first thing I gotta say is a big thanks to Taz and Sheep for helping me out. I was running a little open lobby, and we only had 2 people show up, so we decided to go into 3v3 face-off, try to get that Erosion MOAB, and we actually got it on the last game right before they were getting off. They were helping me out, dropping Ballistic Vest when I needed it, and I probably could not have gotten this MOAB without them. I know we were going for 2-3 hours, it seems like, non-stop grinding trying to get it. I had a lot of close calls. Even in this game, before I died and showed you this streak, I was actually on a 19 when I got BS'd by a Type 95, I believe. So it was very stressful. I was raging quite a bit, but I'm glad I finally got this map done. Now the only one I have left to get is Getaway, and from what I've done and what I've tried, I've been close once so far. The map does not come up enough for me to do this. It used to be in 3v3, and it was a whole lot easier, and it came up more often back before all these other face-off maps came in. And I got close then too, and it seemed like I was doing better then. But now that the map has kind of slowed down in the rotation, it's becoming more and more difficult to actually get this MOAB. So probably what I'm going to end up doing, it being the last episode of MOAB on every map, and that I cannot get it by a certain date, I'm probably just going to ask for anybody out there, any subscriber, any viewer, if you have a MOAB on Getaway, send me a link to it and I might actually use it, because I know it's getting more and more difficult for me, and I know there's a couple people out there who's already gotten it. I've seen a couple links sent to me before, but if you have it, go ahead and link me to it, send me a private message via YouTube, I'll go and check it out. And if I don't have the MOAB on the map by like a date I'm going to personally set for myself, then I might actually end up using it. And I think it'd be pretty cool to actually have some subscriber gameplay in this whole series, because I've been basically grinding out the entire time. I've had help from subscribers, but I've never actually had a subs gameplay. I just think it'd be cool to have that in the series. It'd make it that much more interesting and that much more cooler, at least in my opinion. Now, if you have not gotten a MOAB on this map yet, I do have some suggestions for you of what you can possibly do to get it. I would actually suggest you running with submachine guns and possibly a couple of the shotguns. I know the Striker and the USS would probably work on this map best because of their range and damage capabilities. Assault rifles, unless you're going to stick to the left or far right side of the map, I would just advise not to use them at all. I've seen and actually used it a couple times, and sometimes they work, but more than likely you're going to be pinned to either side and you can't really move out through the inside of the map, so it gets kind of annoying. So I would suggest you using submachine guns. I know the P90, MP7, UMP, and PP90 are probably going to be your best choices on this map, but the USAS and the Striker, like I said before, are probably going to help you out a lot more. But every time I tried to use assault rifles, I always ended up getting killed even when I'm close. But I have noticed though, a lot of people like going for that central tower. There is another one out on like the corner of the map, but a lot of people seem to just be attracted to that tower. Personally, I can't go in it. I really can't stand being pinned in some sort of enclosed area that it's very hard to escape, because it has railings up there. You have to take a ladder to get up there, and I wouldn't go up there personally. More than likely you will always end up being killed, whether it be by rocket launchers or someone picking you off because they're sitting there watching the window waiting for you to peek out. I know in this gameplay a guy was actually trying to take me out from that tower. It didn't end well for him because he was confined to that space. He had no way of getting away. He could go prone, but then again I could just shoot through the wall because I was on my specialist bonus and it had impact. So I really wouldn't advise you going up in that tower at all. I mean, even if you had the best teammates around that are slaying and you're just helping pick people off at a distance, it's not going to help you out really that much at all. You don't get to see people as easily. There are 2 spots where you can see people, I believe, that would help, but overall, I just advise you to stay away from it. But I like playing this map, running around the outside edges, and every once in a while going underneath the middle. Now, you can go through the top of the middle, but I find it's more safe if you take like the underground little tunnels to get between either side of the map. You can't be picked off as easily. It helps you move around a whole lot faster. So that's really what I suggest for this map. Hopefully you'll use it and get that MOAB, but this was actually a last second clutch MOAB. I managed to actually get it and flip it out at 4 seconds left after having to go through Death Streak Alley. I think there was one with Dead Man's Hand and then one with Final Stand I had to go through. I luckily managed to get it. I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. And also, another big thanks to Taz and Sheep. They really helped me out. Without them, I wouldn't have gotten this MOAB. Now, two videos you probably missed. The one on the left is the latest episode of Minecraft Monday, and the video on the right is an extremely fast sabotage game on Dome, where I talk about how I have a zombie playlist. Speaking of which, I will leave a link down in the description for that playlist if you haven't seen it yet. A link to my Twitter will be down in the description in case you want to follow me, get into open lobbies, or get on my Minecraft server. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.